Welcome back, Officers of the Republic. It's your Coruscant Underworld Police Chief, APGAINS. This is a video I'm actually excited to make for once. Normally I'm dead inside and I want to cry and curl up in a ball. But today I'm actually excited for the future of Galaxy of Heroes because it's looking like we're going to be moving in the direction of freaking meme teams. And I don't mean meme teams in the sense that you throw a bunch of random characters together that are funny, or even in the sense that you're using Cup or Mob Enforcer, though let's of course pray for the Cup rework. I'm talking about Capital Games loves to add stuff, new stuff from existing shows, from existing movies that are recent, that are hot. They're owned. The IP is owned by Disney, obviously. They work for EA, which works with Lucas. They always pump out new stuff depending on the shows. I'm going to give this as a spoiler warning. If you have not watched episodes 1 and 2 of Book of Boba Fett, please click away. I'll give you about 5 seconds before I talk about not spoilers for the plot, but spoilers for characters who show up in the plot. All right, you've been fully warned. We have 3 Tuskens in the game, and there are 2 fairly unique Tuskens who seem to be prominent in the Book of Boba Fett. There's the leader guy, and then there's kind of like, I think might actually be a woman if they ever remove the masks, but like the one that's like dressed in all black that's teaching Boba Fett how to fight. They've expressed explicit concern that they're not going to touch Tuskens, which means they're going to do it because they never say no unless they're planning to piss us off. So there's 3 Tuskens. Some people, I saw Arnold did a video today talking about maybe they're going to get a rework. I don't know about that. That would be awesome. But maybe the rework just includes adding the 2 badass Tuskens. Of course, the leader guy being a leader, and then maybe like a high damage dealer, and then maybe an Omicron on Shaman or something like that, and then you got a full 5 team. Probably not the best squad in the world, but if we hop in over here to the Tusken tag, I mean, definitely something that a lot of people would love to see, and definitely something, especially because it's topical, especially because it's SWGOH meme team related, a profitable venture for Capital Games. They're all about characters that they can monetize. You can monetize Omicrons, you can monetize marquee characters. Maybe they even go so far as to add the leader guy as a marquee, and then the badass dude with the gaffy stick is like a legendary character, kind of like BAM event. Like you get your Queel, your IG, your Kara and stuff, and your Mando, and then you go in and you get Beskar Armor Mandalorian. I think this is a perfect opportunity to go back to a relatively medium power team, a team that's topical to the shows that people would be really interested in, as well as just something that could be fun to the game. It's not going to break up the meta or anything, but it's definitely something that people would be really, really, really excited about. Now, the next thing I want to do, which I can't actually filter for because there's no Wookiee tag, but we have a couple of Wookiees in the game. I don't know, maybe probably Scoundrels is probably the best way to find Wookiees. Chewbacca, Zalbar, where the heck is our Vandor, Clone Wars, and then, oh, that was Vandor. This is Veteran Smuggler. But we have some, let me just actually filter for Chewbacca. Also make it a lot easier. You just have to imagine that Zalbar is in there. I just burped on camera. That's super professional. Oh, and 3PO and Chewie. So we have a bunch of Wookiees, and they're all useful for separate teams. So I don't think that we're going to necessarily get a Wookiee tag, but you guys saw, I can't remember his name. He's like one of the most ruthless bounty hunters that there is. Why am I blanking on his name? The badass black furred Wookiee that we saw that was with the twins in Book of Boba episode 2. I gotta remember, why am I brain farting on his name? I literally like planned talking about his lore. But anyway, he's super badass. He's super awesome. He's gonna be a real menace to Boba in the show, but he's also just a fantastically cool looking character that would just be a fantastic marquee. You slap an Omicron on him, you give him some unique stuff, and maybe he revives, you know, veteran Smuggler and Chewbacca. I don't think he's going to be like a Wookiee tag, but just, I don't know, man, something powerful to throw into the Scoundrel faction. Maybe just one of those one-off marquee characters that are going to really help out. Maybe he works under, you know, the twins who could come. I don't see them adding Jabba, but maybe because of this, if the twins become more prominent characters, we could see a passive character of the twins being carted in, and maybe, you know, they call the Wookiee to assist, and maybe as they develop more and more of their side of the faction, flesh it out a little bit more, they start to add more characters, and then that becomes a team. That would be pretty awesome. And I'm just excited because Book of Boba Fett, we don't really know what's coming in terms of characters. Like, I was not expecting him to show up. I was not expecting some of Jabba's cousins to show up. I was not expecting, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys, the really weird sounding aide to the mayor where he goes, I'm so sorry for that. I love that guy. I don't know why. I feel like everyone I've talked to said he's super annoying, and I agree that he's super annoying, but I think he's annoying in like an entertaining way. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about. I'm sorry, this is a little side tangent. But I want a lot of these characters to come to Marquise. These characters can build up these meme squads, and something that I'd be really excited about. So if we saw, the mayor come to the game, and then maybe he scrounges around some scoundrels, or maybe the twins come to the game and scrounge around, or maybe they have the scoundrels and the smugglers. I don't know if they would consider putting them all just as smugglers, because a lot of the crime people aren't actually smugglers. You know what I mean? So do they add, like, what I think the scoundrels is kind of, but the scoundrels is a little ambiguous because Han Solo, Bo-Katan, Mando, these are scoundrels. They're like perpendicular, or like parallel to the law. They don't necessarily ever really cross the law. But there's definitely a distinction between a smuggler, a scoundrel, because like Kat's a scoundrel, and like a gangster, you know what I mean? Like a mob enforcer, like what Boba is, what the twins would be, the mayor, like all of these like sketchy figures who are, yeah, they're scoundrels. Some of them are even smugglers, but you know what I'm saying? Help me out in the comment section. Like, they're like gangsters. They're like mobsters. There's something different. You know what I mean? And I think that would be a cool mechanic to add for not just Boba, but the other bad characters who come to the game. Sure, they could make it for scoundrels or smugglers and then give them weird tags, but then you'd end up seeing, like, the twins with, Kira and Fennec, and you'd get weird combos that CG probably wouldn't want. You'd probably want a thematic, Gas is with 501st, and Kenobi is with Galactic Republic, and Padme is with, you know what I'm saying? The Emperor Palpatine's with Empire, SLKR's with, you want the characters to be with characters that make sense. Of course, there's lots of theory crafting. I feel like we do all the theory crafting, and they're not so much about the theory crafting because it kind of messes with how they plan stuff out. But a gangster tag, a mobster tag, something like that, and then a lot of these fantastic characters that we've already seen in the first 2 episodes, as well as the characters we're going to see in the next 5 episodes before the show wraps up. I'm super excited. I thought episode 2 was amazing. Let me know what you guys thought, not only about the episode, but about what I talked about today. And yeah, consider subscribing. We haven't really gained any subscribers in about 2 months, so APGAINS' YouTuber ego is very fractured but whole. Great South Park reference thrown in here at the end of the video. Promiscuous Penguin is still dead, RIP, but I'll see you guys later.